Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Always a Patriot, the John Jay Soccer Podcast. I'm Brendan Horton, joined as always by Coach Robert Seipp. Coach, how are you?
Doing fantastic, Coach. How you doing today?
I'm really good. I'm really excited for this episode because we've been talking about our summer league and our summer progress and stuff like that. This week we have a special guest. So the first thing we're going to do is we have an interview with former John Jay player Zach Rabadi that we'll have everyone tune into. And then we'll talk a little bit about how our summer game season ended and how we've transitioned into our training schedule.
That's awesome. Listen, thanks for reaching out to Zach and getting him to agree to come on with us. One of the best players you and I have ever coached. Right, he played 3 seasons for us, was fantastic. Sophomore, junior, and senior year. Awesome kid, awesome player.
Unbelievable. Really, really thrilled to have been able to coach him. There's guys you have, and then guys I'm just happy to know him and happy to have coached him. I'm really, really rooting for him to continue to excel and everything like that. But with that, we will get to our interview right away, and then we will see you after.
Loop him in. Get him in here, Coach.
All right, we are joined today by one of the best players to ever wear a John Jay soccer uniform. He was All-State in 2021 with John Jay. Since then, has gone on to play Division I soccer at Marist College. Last fall, started 13 games at 6 assists for SUNY Oneonta, and is a member of Kingston Stockade FC. So quite a mouthful of accomplishments. One of our favorite players ever, Zach Rabadi. Zach, how are you?
I'm doing good, Coach. How are you?
Good to see you.
Yep, good to see you guys as well. It's been a while since we've had any type of communication with each other, so this is great.
We miss you, Zach. That's for sure. We miss you on the field. I miss your brothers, right, Coach? We coached his 2 older brothers as well. What a family. We miss your mom and dad. So hope everybody's doing well.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to see your brother on the Arlington sideline now. I prefer to see you.
All right. That's true. I forgot.
Yeah,
about
right.
That.
He joined the opposition.
Yeah,
He's on the dark side now.
Yeah, that's all right, though. It's good to see him.
Yeah,
doing a nice job out there and enjoying it.
Yeah, he loves it. We actually coached together for a few other clubs too, so it's nice for him to start it. He's gonna be a physical education teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's trying to get into Arlington, and getting the assistant coaching job there was great for him, and he loves it. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How about you? You're doing some training as well, because you had said that you were doing training prior to coming on here. Where are you training, and how can people find you and get you to do some training for them?
Really, it's just when I coach teams, then the parents just come up to me. Actually, this morning I coached one of your guys' players. What's it, JJ? JJ.
Humphreys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
JJ, I don't know if you guys know Jaden as well. I think he might be at Lord's now, actually. But yeah, JJ's great. Coached him this morning. We had a good session in. Yeah.
That's awesome. How could people get in touch with you if they do want some individual training? We'd love to have
really,
more of our guys spend some time with you.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's just like my Instagram, I guess, through
Okay.
Stockade even.
Okay. What's your Instagram?
Yeah.
Is it at Zach Rabadi or Zach?
Yeah, it's just at Zach Rabadi.
At Zach Rabadi. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And I'll make sure that everybody gets that message, because we would love for guys to train with you and really get a sense of what you're doing. And when we try and get guys to do something, to understand that you're a guy who was able to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, I love coaching the kids. It's great. The private sessions is great. Now that I'm away from school, it's kind of hard, but the summer is really where I get it in. I've been doing a lot this summer with kids, so it's great.
Yeah, and
It's awesome.
I think you're perfect for kids, right, Coach? Because those one-on-one sessions, I think kids can really learn from you in terms of the skill development, the technical part of the game. And I think Coach would agree. There's really nobody that's been better, for us than you with the ball at your feet. So, anybody who can spend some time with you, one-on-one and just learning the individual skills of the game, I mean, really, really brings a lot to the table when they come, to tryouts or to our team or to any team, a club team, a travel team, to Arlington, John Jay, whatever school they're going to. So, if I had a 5-year-old kid or an 8-year-old kid, the first person I'd be calling, Zach, as you know,
Yeah,
to
thank you. I
work
appreciate
on his
that.
touch, right foot, left foot, how to serve a ball, how to hit a ball, how to
Uh-huh.
receive a ball. You were freaking awesome. And like I said at the
Thank you.
very beginning of this, we miss you. We really
Yeah.
miss
Yeah,
you.
we do.
Oh, we miss it. We miss it too, man. I mean, I think every single time, like me and my friends hang out, or like you guys will post something, it's like, oh, how did we lose that? How did we lose that last
Yeah.
game? It's like, how did that team not win it all? But
We
True.
ask ourselves the same
Heartbreaking.
question.
yeah,
Coach and I have those same conversations.
yeah,
You know.
Oh.
yeah.
Um,
So talk to us about leaving John Jay and going to Marist, and talk to us about that experience. How was that? My younger brother played 2 years at Marist as well. So talk to me about your experience.
Hold on, I gotta take a sip of water real quick.
I'll join you.
I mean, the transition from like school like ending was like, I don't know. As soon as like the fall season ended with you guys, that's when Stockade started. Like that's when I committed to Marist. I first committed to Marist, and then it was like, okay, this is starting to get real. Like this is like I actually got to start working hard, putting the time in because I'm going to be a Division I soccer player. So then that's when the Kingston Stockade reached out to me and invited me into some winter like sessions. So like I was doing it with kids, Dylan Kelly, Daniel DiPolito, stuff like that. So we were just fresh out of high school playing against these big guys. So that was a good help. And then really it was just getting through the summer. Like I was running a lot. I was getting like a lot of I was trying to get like my stamina and fitness up more than like trying to like bulk up, which I think that's my biggest regret because coming in at Marist, I was like, I don't know, 125 pounds soaking wet, but I was the fittest I've ever been in my life. I won our fitness test my freshman year. I won the fitness test
wow.
my sophomore year. Yeah, so like both years I won it, but like if I had to go back, I would put the work in the gym and try to get a little bit of more muscle on myself because I was going against guys that are 26 years old, grown men,
Yeah. Yeah.
like 6'4". Like we had a guy, Herman, he's from Ecuador, and he was 26 years old, and he's like 6'4". He was our center back. It's like I'm 125 pounds. So I
Right.
like it's
So, so before you continue, I'll definitely let you continue, but let's go back to how you won those two fitness tests, your freshman and sophomore year. What did you do to get your endurance up, your speed up?
I mean, it was just running. I would stay consistent with my runs Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have to get a run in at least. I have to get a run in if it's like an endurance run, like a distance run, or if it's like short sprints. Like our Marist fitness test was like a beep test.
Yep.
So it was like
Yep.
sprints back and forth. And I remember I just kept going and going and kept doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And like I could have used that time to get in the gym. And I see you guys doing that a lot now with Coach Axe. Like Coach Axe getting the kids in the gym, which is great. Like that's amazing. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's just a lot of consistency with running.
we've been trying to really reinforce how important that is, especially, playing college soccer at any level and even
Mhm.
playing high school soccer. It's just, there was always, when I was a kid, they had said, in order to play football, you need to be a certain size, you need to be big. And soccer has very much joined that, where like
Mhm.
if you're not big and strong, you're losing out on some real incredible potential.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I've matured my game because I like to a point where it's like, okay, I'm not gonna get to that level of like being some big brawly kid and like very strong. So it's more for me now just to play simple and fast. Just get off the ball, move it well, stay away from the contact, and if there is contact, go down and I'll win a foul. So it's been working out for me, but
Sound
yeah,
like Coach Seipp, man.
I'm thinking you're speaking our language, Zach. Definitely, that's stuff we've been preaching.
hmm
And as coaches, we definitely try to evolve. So I think we kind of let you down probably, 4 or 5, 8 years ago in not having that weight room program. But like anyone, we learn from our mistakes. So that's why we've
yeah,
incorporated Coach Axe in the winter program and getting the guys in the gym. And like Coach Horton says, we're begging them to get a gym membership, to pump some
yeah,
iron. And like you say, you're not going to, completely transform who you are. You're not going to bulk up and put on, 80 pounds of muscle. But if you could put on a little bit, 10, 15 pounds, get yourself a little bit stronger. And then
Mhm.
on the track, we've been begging the guys, if you don't play a winter sport and if you don't play a spring sport, get on winter and spring track. We have Coach DiVittorio. I don't think you know who he is, but he's an excellent track coach that we've got. He's a new science teacher at John Jay. And we're just begging the kids, like you say, get your runs in. After school, what are you doing from 2:30 to 3:30? Get out on the track with the winter coach and the winter track coach and the spring track coaches. And then
Yeah.
over the summertime too, just trying to get fitter. It's just so important.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I've only talked about like the fitness part of it, but like the soccer part as well. Coming in, like when I was meeting with Vidge and those coaches at Marist, like I kind of knew where like my role was. Like they really wanted to develop me into like a player to start playing in like 2 to 3 years, right? So like my first year, I thought I was gonna redshirt, and I did. They did redshirt me, and I was very very upset about that. But at the same time, now I'm so thankful they did that because it really just made me the player I am today. So honestly, that red shirt was one of the greatest things that has happened because I used that year just to develop, just to understand and mature my game, get bigger, get more confidence, playing with kids that are way 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 better than me, and then like getting up to that level was really good for that first year. Then for my second year, came in, won the fitness test again, actually put on a few more pounds, was a lot more confident with the ball at my feet, playing faster, playing more simple. So I got in it a few games. My first ever game was against Hofstra. I got subbed in. I was so happy about that. I got on the bus after the game. I called my parents. I was like, I got in. And then like it kind of just progressed to like I was playing like 15 minutes, 10 minutes a game. Then I got my first start against Navy. That
I
was great.
remember that. I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
played well that game, I thought. So, and then
If
and
I
then
rem if I remember, Zach, you guys were 0-0 with
Yeah.
Navy. They subbed you out, and you guys conceded a goal like
Yep.
minutes
Yep.
later.
I
Yeah,
remember that
yeah,
too.
they
I
did.
remember
Yeah,
that too.
yep,
Yep.
Hmm.
yeah. I got subbed out. I think I did. I think I did. I was out. I was out for when they scored the goal. So,
Yep.
but it's what are you gonna do? But and then like I don't know. So we work through like I feel like I'm tracking back and going forwards, but uh, after the first fall when I redshirted the spring, that was like the big jump for me because I was starting to play games and it was like the games didn't mean much, right? So like it was more like for individuals. So that spring season at Division 1 is great because you get to play these games and like they don't mean anything to records or anything, but you're like everybody's playing. So I was playing in those. I remember my freshman year when our first spring game was against Syracuse right after they won the national championship, and I
Wow.
started at right wing.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, because we didn't have like it's not like a big roster in the spring, so like
Right.
so like they so I was being utilized then, which was great. So we played against Syracuse, and I'm like playing against these guys. I'm like they just won the national championship, not even 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So like that was a very cool experience. So then after my fall sophomore year, we got into the spring, and I played through the spring games. It was we had like a shorter roster, so it wasn't like that much development, and like I didn't really know where my head was at. Like I didn't know if I would like want to stay or leave. So like I was kind of just going through the flow and stuff. But like at the end of like the spring semester, I really knew like I just wanted to stay. I just wanted to be at Marist. I wanted to be close to home. I was coaching a lot of teams. I was making money. So it was like I was supporting myself. It was great. I actually had a girlfriend too. So it was like everything was like perfect. Everything was like perfect. Then we get into the summer. Stockade starts. I'm playing a bunch. I'm playing a bunch of these games. I'm developing a lot. And like one night, my mom sits me down and she's like, you're having so much fun with the Stockade. I just don't want to watch another fall of you in college not play like that, not start a game, not play, not see you have fun. And I like it really like set me back. And I was like, I was like, maybe I should really think about transferring. So then I did. Then I really like put some thought into it. So I think that was like a Wednesday night. My mom sat me down. Then the Thursday, we had a Stockade practice, and I went up to the coaches. And I was like, I think I want to transfer. And he literally whipped out his phone right out of his pocket, and he was like, "Who do you want me to text? What coach?" And I was like, the first one that came, I was like, Oneonta. I was like, Oneonta, Cortland, and then let's see what else. Let's see what else comes, right? Like let's really see, because I already missed the transfer window, like the portal window, so like I didn't really get to put myself out there as much. But then the Stockade season ended, and the futures were still playing. So like the U20s and U23s were still playing. So I went to a few trainings there, and they actually brought the coaches. Ian Byrne came to a practice and watched me play for about an hour and a half at the new Capelli facility in Westchester, or not in Chester, New York. Yep. And he watched me play, and he came up to me. He was like, "Yeah, we want you." So I was like, "Okay." And it was a smooth transition because I grew up playing for Cedar Stars and Spa and like those teams. And Dylan Kelly and Joe Holder, who are actually my current teammates now, go to Oneonta, but they live in a house together, so they had an extra spot in that house. So
perfect.
I was like, okay, if I could take that spot, this would be like the easiest transition ever.
Right.
So I took a spot.
And
yeah.
if you're the Oneonta coach, like how thrilled are you to get a Division I quality soccer player to come to your program? Like that's when you've already done all your recruiting and everything. That's got to be like hitting the lotto for him.
Yeah, no, he was excited. I think actually in high school he's a little unsure about me. He always jokes around about it now, but no, he's very happy, and I'm very happy. Like I can't imagine me being anywhere else now. It's like I'm playing the best soccer I can. Like last fall at Oneonta, I did tear my hamstring. So like right before SUNYAC started, I tore my hamstring, so I didn't get to play in 7 games in the SUNYAC. So I didn't like get any recognition in the SUNYAC or any of that. But I started off hot. Unfortunate that I tore my hamstring. Then I got back for our semifinal against Cortland, but we lost in penalties, which was unfortunate. But we're looking to really bring it home this year. Actually, officially, they just made me a captain for the fall.
Wow!
A few days ago, actually. So
congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you, coach. Thank you.
So this will be your 3rd year in college soccer. So you'll have 2 years left. This is your junior season.
I have 2 more years because of the red shirt.
Yep. Awesome. That's awesome. Great story, man. Really good stuff.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome that you've landed in a place where you're happy and you're playing the best soccer, like you said, and just it's something that's fueling what you're going to do for your career, right? You're happy not just at the soccer at Oneonta, but on campus and in the day-to-day living and your living situation and your friends and stuff. There's so much more to college than just soccer, and soccer is a vehicle that can take you to places, and to see you using it that way is awesome. It's really great to see.
Yeah, I mean, even like coming off of that, like John Jay Soccer alone is more than just a team. You know, it's like so me and my buddies, we always in the summer we'll always throw a team together in. So right now we're in the United FC Beacon League, and we got guys like Dylan Tremblay, Nick Zarella, Alex Rabadi. I'm playing with my oldest brother, Alex. The Zarella brothers are both on there. Ryan's playing on the field. Ryan Harity's playing on the field. He's scoring goals left and right.
All right.
Nanson's on there too. We got the Quezada brothers. Lucas Soroka's on the team.
Wow, it's awesome.
And Jordan Dixon too. Jordan Dixon.
Wow, so your brother's playing in goal and Heritage.
Yeah, Alex is back in goal. We're actually going to try to get Alex to come with me and Matt to some Stockade stuff. See if he can really get him back into it.
Wow,
awesome. That's great. To hear those names is awesome, because those are all guys who played for us, and they're just great kids and now great men. I'm sure that's awesome.
Yeah, so Dylan Tremblay, like that's a guy I never even played with at John Jay. Like, but he wore the same shirt I wore, right? And now 4 years later, we're playing together and we're having fun together. So it's such a tight knit community that just comes together. Like I'm sure in 4 years, the guys that are playing right now, I'll be playing with.
I hope so. Yeah, I really hope so.
Yep.
That's awesome. We got to come and see some of those games. One of those games played. What's the schedule?
Oh, we play on Sunday mornings actually. So tomorrow morning we have a game at 9:45 at Gearing Park. We play the first seed. We're the second seed.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a tie, a bad tie, but tomorrow we play the first seed, and then playoffs is next week. But unfortunately I won't be here. I leave
to go back
Friday. In 5 days I actually leave. So
preseason starts early, huh? Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome. So talk to us as well about the Stockade, and talk to us about like some of the opportunities there you have. Do you have I know Coach Horton ordered a t-shirt from you.
I
Oh,
did. I
awesome.
was I was hoping it would come in time so I could wear it, but it's good. I'm sure it's going to be at
Yeah.
my door when we stop recording.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know.
that's yeah. No, so yeah, so that was great. They set up. This is the first year they're doing that. This year, the Stockade. They actually tested it out with my brother. They actually tested it out with Matt. So Matt was the first guy to get put on a T-shirt, and it blew up. It worked. It like everybody was like, "Where's mine?" Like, I want one. I want one. I want
Yeah.
one. Right. So then I did mine. Mine was great. It's like a really good thing for like friends and family and stuff like that, or like the community of Stockade is so it's so great. Like the kids, like the fans we get, the community that comes out and watches from Kingston, and just being back at Dietz this past year is, I don't think I could say a bad thing about Stockade. Honestly, like all the way from the coaches to the top, all the way to the bottom, everything is just amazing.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever heard a bad thing, especially about the supporters. I know that the supporters are regarded so well in such high regard.
Yeah,
The faithful Stockade fans.
yeah. So honestly, the NIL with the shirts was perfect. I mean,
They approached you about doing that, and
yeah. So I think an outsider came in, some NIL like company came in and asked the coaches, and then they tested it out with Matt, and then it worked. It worked really well with Matt, and then gradually just got more players getting into NIL with Stockade. So
that's
And
real.
is it just t-shirts, or do you do other stuff, or do they
I
do
mean, I
other
think it's just
stuff?
like T-shirts. I
Okay.
think the
And
website's like T-shirts,
hoodies, yeah, that's
Right.
that's what I
Okay.
saw on there.
T-shirts
Cool.
and hoodies.
It's called
Yeah,
onlyfreshdesigns.com is
there's the cat.
the company. It was really cool. So when I saw that, and I saw your picture with the Stockade on the shirt and Rabadi across the top, I said,
Yeah.
I got to order this. And I even I paid for the quick shipping too. I was like,
Oh,
oh, it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really close. But it was so cool to see. And my initial thought was like, oh, this must be going on through the college. And then I'm like, no, it's all in the Stockade gear and all in orange and everything like that. So knowing that
yeah.
we were having now, I was like, gotta ask him, because find that stuff so interesting, and I know so little about it. I think that's great.
Yeah, and we like obviously the NIL we get paid. We get paid like it's not like a hefty amount, but it's a good amount. It's we get supported, and so it's great.
That's
So
fantastic, and you
yeah,
should. You know,
yeah,
And is
it's your
that something?
face on it.
Yeah,
yeah.
name,
Right.
image, and likeness, right?
Right.
Yeah, is that something that you can continue up at Oneonta? Like, is that something that Oneonta would do for you? Maybe put your face in the
I
T-shirt up
don't
at
really know.
Oneonta? No.
I don't really know much with like Division 3 at least. I know Division 1, there's a lot you can do,
Right.
but with Division 3, I don't know how much you can really do. But with the NIL,
Yeah. Interesting. Well, really good stuff. Well, thank you, Zach. Thanks so much for taking the time to be with us and talk to us about your time at John Jay and your time at Marist, Oneonta, the Stockade.
Mhm.
Good to see you. I think I'm going to be there tomorrow morning. I'll be honest with you.
You think so?
9:45
I'm
at
a,
Gearing. I'm going to be there. Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I got to talk to the boss and see, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, come. Yeah, come. We'll put on a good show for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will.
Thank you
I'm
so
sure
much,
you will.
guys. I really
Yeah.
appreciate you having me on here.
Thank you so much, Zach. It's so good to
Mhm.
catch up with you. And are you coming down our way any of this fall? Are you playing like New Paltz? Can we come
We
see
have
it?
we have a game against Vassar actually at Vassar.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be a really good game. You're not
Please get us that date if you can, and if we can, we'll get
yeah.
we'll get the whole team there if we can.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Mhm. Yep. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so
Thanks
much,
so much,
Zach.
Zach. Great to see you,
Yep.
buddy. Good
All right,
luck
yeah.
this fall.
Yep.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Take it
care.
easy. All right. Always good to see Zach, and wish him all the best this fall up at Oneonta. He's leaving in a couple of days. I'm sure he's going to do great, right? He was doing so well last fall. I keep hearing this buzz about him before he tore his hamstring, and if he can just stay healthy, he's gonna be great. And I'm sure Oneonta as a team will as well.
Yeah, what a kid, what a kid, what a player, what a family, like we had talked to him about. And I am just doing a little bit of research here, Coach. Don't mind my glasses. That Vassar game is Saturday, September 13th at 2 p.m. So that is something that you and I have to be at. Oneonta at Vassar, men's soccer. Saturday, September 13th at 2 p.m.
Okay.
So looking forward to watching Zach play tomorrow in his men's league game, but really looking forward to him putting on the Oneonta jersey and playing at Vassar on Saturday, September 13th at 2 p.m. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'll be there. We got to get guys to come and watch too, if we can, just to see this is what, when we say we want you to do this is a guy who played for us who did it. And here he is.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I love how he talked about, and we did not prompt him for anybody listening out there.
No.
We did not prompt him about fitness, about the weight room, about the fitness test or anything like that. So
Right.
to hear, that he left our program and continued to work on his fitness. He was such a fit player for us, right? But
He was. When he said that in order to avoid the physicality, he was just playing quicker, I thought he had to be reading from a script or from you, right?
Yeah.
Like, man, it was it's just great to see, and listen, guys who get it, and he's gotten it since he was 15 and was playing with us. So it's awesome, but it's a little feather in our cap. Like, we do know what we're talking about here. It's nice.
I think he's just a kid that just loves soccer so much and just wants to keep playing, wants to keep getting better. And it's just so awesome to see his development, his 4 years at John Jay, and then just continue to work hard. And he said even after the high school season ended, he really then had to ramp it up. So even I think he knows, as hard as he worked at Jay, we were so happy with his work ethic. Everybody can just keep working harder. And just back to that September 13th game, Coach, I pulled up our schedule. We do not play on Saturday, September 13th.
Beautiful.
So we have
that would have been the only.
We would have moved it.
So,
we would have moved it. We would have called our AD and we would have had that game moved, no doubt.
So we will be there. I know where I'll be on September 13th, 2 p.m. Watching Oneonta to take it to Vassar College.
No doubt. You hate to root against the local school, but we'll be rooting against them.
Yeah, the John Jay jersey is where my allegiance lies there. So
Right,
let's talk about how our summer season concluded, Coach.
Yeah, so we lost 1-0 in the finals to Fox Lane, right? Oh,
Yep.
So sad. Boo, right?
Yeah.
No, I think quite the opposite. I think we played so well, especially in that second half. So let's talk about the game. The first half, I think they dominated possession, right? So Fox Lane has a good team, just to be clear.
They're really good. Like you said last week, they were in the AA section final last year, and watching them play, that is not surprising at all because they are good.
Yeah, so our summer season ended with a loss to Yorktown and a loss to Fox Lane. I think they might be the AA is absolutely packed, but those are two teams that are just fantastic AA teams. So
right. If those two teams are facing each other
be surprised.
At the end of October, that would surprise nobody.
Yep.
On this podcast.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
That is true. Yeah. So in the first half, I think they definitely dominated possession. We haven't sent the stats in yet. I've been meaning to do that. I've got to get on our huddle site there and get the stats, but I'm positive that they had more possession than we did in the first half and more completed passes than we did in the first half.
They just lived in our half too, right? Like the whole game was in our half, our defensive half, I should say.
Yep. However, they didn't really generate any great chances, right? They didn't generate any great chances. We didn't generate any great chances, and it was 0-0 at the half. And at halftime, we just talked to the guys about just playing better possession soccer, right? Just playing the ball to feet, stringing some passes together, looking to find guys' feet instead of looking for the through balls. And on the defensive end, I thought that was really the bigger thing, is we had to put them under pressure. So when you've got a good team and they're stringing passes together and keeping possession, you cannot back up. You cannot be back on your heels, because if you give a good team more time to keep possession, it's only going to get worse, So you've got to get up and you've got to put them under pressure, and you've got to, even though they're good, force them into, making, some bad passes so that we could pick the ball off and keep possession. And boy, did we do that in the second half, right? I mean, the stats were, again, I don't have them, but they have to be much more in our favor in the second half, because I know for sure Logan Matthews pinged one off the post. I mean, he hit that post so hard.
Rung it like a bell.
Yep. And he clipped another one off of the
crossbar.
Off of the crossbar. Yep. We earned a penalty kick that their goalkeeper made a fantastic save, and we did nothing wrong on.
No, it was
a
well taken ball.
Yeah, and we've talked about us not earning penalty kicks in the past. Well, Justin Ortiz got in the box and got taken down in the box, so we earned that penalty kick, and Sean hit a great penalty low and in the corner, and that Fox Lane goalkeeper, wow, I mean, he is tough to score on.
Yeah, he's
And
tall and
yeah,
long and
yep,
lanky and
yep,
athletic, and
made a great
he
save. Yeah,
stretched all the way to the
yeah,
corner and made a
yep,
fantastic save.
yep.
Kudos to him.
Yeah, and really, we just gave up one chance, right? I mean, just one sort of opportunity in that second half, and unfortunately for us, I guess Fox Lane put it in the back of our net, so we lost the game 1-0. I remember the guys coming off looking so disappointed and so dejected, and so was I. Everybody always wants to win, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, against a really good team, the way that we played in that second half, boy, I could not have been happier for how that summer season ended for us. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, if we can play like that, we're going to do well in the fall. It's just that simple, right? And that's what we're always looking for, the quality of the soccer. So like you said, I know a lot of guys were down and sorrowful that we lost and didn't win, but at the end of the day, we demonstrated that we can play well, and what we just need to work on is sustaining that and not breaking away from that. And to their credit, they continued to play that way even when we went down 1-0. So it
Yeah.
wasn't like sometimes we go down by one and then things fall apart and we're looking for through balls and we lose composure. And they didn't. They played really, really well, quality soccer. We had possession in the final third. There were times when we had 5 guys in their final third, all keeping possession and trying to work into the box. And we had chance after chance or almost chance or a good chance. It was good. That second half of 30 minutes running time was really good, and a really good way, in spite of losing, to wrap things up from a quality standpoint leading into fall season.
And you make a great point about how we continued to play after we scored the goal. And I don't know why I remember this, but we played 30-minute halves at Ossining. They scored with 16 minutes to go in the game. I remember looking up at the clock, and so halfway through that second half, as well as we had played in the first half of the second half, they put a ball in the back of our net. And you're right, Coach. We just continue. We just got the ball out of the back of the net, put it down for the kickoff, and just continued to keep playing the way that we were playing some really good soccer. Playing to feet, moving off the ball. Guys were having good first touches. Like Zach was just talking to us about, avoiding the contact and avoiding, the crowded areas, and just trying to get that ball in the space and continue to create good chances. And I remember yelling out to the team, "It's coming, keep creating the chances,"
Yeah.
and I get it. It's frustrating as a coach. It was frustrating for us as players, when you're in those games where you're dominating, but you can just control what you can control, right? And we did exactly that. We just created quality chance after quality chance against a really good Fox Lane soccer team. And unfortunately, it didn't go our way. But the progress that we've made from the beginning of the summer to the end of the summer is just fantastic. Really looking forward to this fall season.
Me too. Me too. I really want to build on that and hope we can use it as a launch pad for the fall, because I agree. We've made a ton of progress. We're not exactly where we want to be yet, but imagine starting from where we started on August 25th instead of being here on August 9th. Already taking these huge steps and seeing changes in players and getting feedback from players that they're listening to this podcast and that it's helping them, that they have a better understanding of what we're looking for now than they did when we started on June 5th or whatever it was. It's been 2+ months and we have something to show for it, which is really great. I sent out evaluations to players and got feedback from them. And I think that it was good for them to see, well, over the last 2 months, here's what I've seen, and here's some things that I think have really been going well, and here's some things that really continue to need to develop. So I think we're doing everything we can, and there's no reason we shouldn't have a really strong fall season if our players play the way they can and play the way we want them to, and continue to be coachable and listen and work hard.
And a real credit to you, Coach. Thank you so much for taking the time to write those evaluations for the players. You and I and Coach Fulton were always talking, but you put it down on paper for these guys and sent it out to a lot of the guys that have been working with us this summer, and just so valuable. And I just I want everybody to know how much I appreciate you as a coach on this staff and how valuable you are to our team and to our program. And I think that the players know that and understand that as well. And like you say, they really seem to take that feedback, and use it in a positive direction. Kind of like Zach was just saying about when he
Yeah.
was redshirted. He wasn't happy about it. Got some bad news from the coaching staff, but he took that as an opportunity to really work in his game and really improve his game. And just by some of the kids that had responded, to your, evaluations, it's clear that, that they're taking the feedback to heart as well. And they're going to do whatever they can in the next couple of weeks to make themselves better players. So then in turn, we could be a better team as a result of it. And I think we've seen that already in practice, right? So we've had these practices, in the evening, 8 to 9:30. And like I so appreciate you, Coach, I appreciate the kids that are coming to these sessions because they are not easy sessions, right? We're not just scrimmaging anymore. We're working these guys, we're running these guys, fitness, we're running these guys through activities. So it's really nice to see, that we've got a chunk of 20 some odd guys that are still willing to really put the work in,
Yeah.
to try to become better.
Yeah, they even though they know what's coming. And I think that it's a good thing because, and we reinforce this during the sessions, that's what it's going to be in the fall,
Yeah.
So
Yep.
why set them up for something that's not going to be the expectation in 3 weeks? Kudos to them. I think they deserve all the credit in the world for showing up and working hard. We have rising 9th graders through 12th graders, so really vast, diverse amounts of technical ability and talent with the ball. So it's been pretty good. It can be frustrating for me at times, specifically, when it's tough to make something work that I want to work. But I think that it's great. It's great for guys to be out there. It's great for guys to be working. It's great that even though there's no more matches to be played in the summer, they're still there. They still want to be there and they still want to work and learn and improve. And I think they are.
Yeah, and how about some of our younger players, right? I mean, we've got a couple of 8th graders that have passed that APP test so they can come and train with the 9th through 12th graders, and they'll be trying out in the fall. Boy, we got a good group of 8th grade kids, right?
I'll tell you what, if they weren't 5'2", nobody would know that Maddox Fulton and Giovanni Palladino weren't juniors.
That's true.
Because they're so good.
Yeah.
They're so good with the ball. Credit to Coach Brian Fulton for coaching those guys and so many of the other incoming 9th graders who are just awesome. We watched them play all winter in our winter program. And they're so good. They have an understanding of spacing and moving the ball that a lot of our older guys don't understand completely. I said at one point on Monday, maybe I shouldn't have, I don't know, that if we were doing like a possession activity and I yelled at the guys, like, I could get the Van Wyck team out here and it would look better than this. And I mean, I know that that's not necessarily the nicest thing, but it might be true because those guys are so good. They're so good and smooth with the ball. They play fast. They're just 13 is the only thing, but they are, and it's great for them to have an opportunity to play against the older guys too. So it's been great.
Yes, so true. And a credit to those kids, a credit to their parents for bringing them, to the practices and to the games and to our practices, and to getting them, to pass that APP test. And like you say, a credit to the coaches, Brian Fulton. I think Kurt Jesman, our athletic director, is also a coach on that team. They have done a fantastic job. You and I have coached youth teams. I think you and I have done a pretty good job. We haven't, because these guys have done a much better job than we have.
Yeah,
I mean,
not nearly as good a job as them.
What a nice group of, and what a nice group of kids too, right? I mean, they seem to be really nice young men. I know I'm 56, Coach. I know this is, my 28th year here at John Jay coaching. I don't want to retire, man. I want to keep coaching these guys. I love coaching them.
Yeah,
it's a good group.
They're really good, and they're really, like you said, seem to have high character. So that makes it really easy to do, and it makes you excited to go to training every day. And even if you've had, a long day at work or whatever, to get out there with those guys is a benefit, and can turn a bad day into a good day. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it too.
Looking forward to this week, right? So this week coming up, we've got 4 days of practice, 8 to 9:30, Monday through Thursday. Two more weeks of this, right? This week, next week, and then the worst week of our lives, I think, when then we have to draw the line and make some selections and make some cuts. It's always very difficult, but looking forward to these next 2 weeks. Monday through Thursday, 8 to 9:30, and getting a chance to work with these guys more and run them through some more drills and just try to get everybody ready for when the the first day of tryouts come.
Yeah, I think it's all fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to it as well, and just getting guys more acclimated to our style and our expectations who aren't as familiar with you and I and Coach Fulton, as some of the guys who've been playing for a while are. So yeah, it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to watching Zach play tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to September 13th. Just a lot of really good things coming down the pike that should keep everyone excited. No one more so than you and I.
Yeah. Yep. Looking forward to it.
All right. So with that, we'll wrap things up today. We'll see everyone next week. It'll be a week closer to August 25th when we start tryouts and things really get going and we get through our scrimmages and into September. What was it? 5th, 6th? When do we play Carmel, Coach? Saturday,
September 6th.
6th. All right. So less than a month, right? Things come at us quickly, and I can't wait. Can't wait to see what this group can do. So with that, we will see you guys next week. Thank you very much for everyone who tuned in, and have a wonderful week.
Thank you again, Coach. Appreciate you putting this together, and appreciate you getting Zach on. Thanks to Zach as well for joining us.
Yeah,
have a good
thank
week,
you very
everybody.
much to Zach for joining us. All right, have a great week.
Yep,
Bye-bye.
take care.